Hello, welcome to the Day After series. I am Lucien Gray. Well, we are back again. We just got, this is the morning after last night's tattoo session. And, well, we finally went ahead and started a new project. And actually, it was a smallish project. If you've been keeping up, you can already see what that is. We were able to get the outline done and get the stencil on and the outline done and the fill-in all in the same session. So very happy about that. If you can't tell already, we did my clavicles. The tattoo that goes along the clavicle bone right there, and then up into that little crevice, the little triangular crevice above the clavicle bone. And that little piece on the neck that matches the neck tattoo. I really wanted to bring out this neck tattoo and widen it, and of course this piece flows well with the neck tattoo, opening that up, and of course it flows well with the other pieces on the shoulders around it. So it all flows very well. And of course, symmetrical as always. Love my symmetry. Now, let's get into the procedure. Let's see, the procedure. It was an interesting one. You know how a lot of times I say that each side of the body is different, and this one definitely prevailed with that aspect. The stencil actually wasn't that bad getting on. He got the right side on, and then he put the left side on, and then we had to finagle the pieces to make them very symmetrical on both sides, as well as you know, not too much. We needed to make it look symmetrical. Of course, both sides of the body are not the same, so we did have to finagle one side to make it look as close to the other side as possible. So that took a little bit of time. Apparently, the length between the neck tattoo and the edge of the top spike on my shoulder are a bit different on each side, so we had to finagle a piece of that on the left side. But you can barely tell that anything is really off. So Khaled did a fantastic job getting that symmetrical for me. He's always been able to do that, and making sure that I am very happy with the design before we actually start tattooing. So thank you again, Khaled, for all of your expertise and your hard work, your dedication, and being able to do that for me, as always. So, and then we started the outline, and we started on the left. The right side. The right side. I think I'm mistaking my left and right. We started on the right side, and that was it was. I couldn't even tell what was going on, honestly. It was so comfortable that I was just sitting there having a nice time while he was tattooing. There was nothing nothing bad about it at all, which I knew something was up. Something was going to happen, and of course it does, because as soon as we finished off that one side, he filled it all in. The right side, we went to the left side after a small break. Came back to the left side. Immediately, spiky pain. So I knew it was not going to be a smooth night. It never is a smooth session. There's always something that happens, and so this was really 50-50. One side was very comfortable, the other side not comfortable at all. At all. The whole time it was spiky pain, especially when he was on the bone. The right side bone wasn't that bad. The left side bone, no. It was not very nice at all. Very sharp, spiky pain, especially when he got to one of the bones towards the middle of the body. I really felt the vibration and sensation when he was tattooing on top of that. So, which is normal for tattooing on bones. Usually the whole bone kind of vibrates and you feel that. It was just interesting how the one side I didn't feel so much, but the other side I did. But, you know, that's how it is. No side of the body is going to be identical to the other side. You know, it's just how it is. So, we eventually got through that. Eventually. I had a lot of more concentration I had to do to focus on being able to get through the pain, because it was very painful, that left side. But eventually we finished off. And funny thing, you know those little moments when well, if you've gotten a tattoo, there's little moments when an artist is tattooing, all of a sudden your body just jumps on you. And for me, when he was tattooing a part on the left side, some spot, he hit one spot, and I've never felt that before. It felt like the needle grabbed my skin and yanked at my skin, and it is not a pleasant feeling at all. I was shocked. This was the very first time it happened this intense. It kind of happened before where I got that sensation where the needle kind of yanked at the skin, but not as much as this. And I really like shifted and like, what the heck was that? You know, to Khalid, the artist, and he was even shocked too, because he's never seen me kind of really jerk away from the needle before like that. It was something I never felt before, and it was not comfortable. Not comfortable at all. The needle yanking this guy. I don't really know exactly what happened, but sadly I didn't get a good angle of approach when it happened during the filming of the session, but you definitely see me yank away during that part. And we were both kind of confused. And then after that we were both a little shaky, like, okay, well, let's not have that happen again. But luckily that was at the very end, so he just had a couple more spots to touch up, and we finished off that, and so that was that. And then he wrapped me up. We took a few pictures. He wrapped me up, and then I went home. And of course, the ride home, as always, right when we get to that hour point, the hour after the tattoo, within the bandage, the swelling is pounding more and more. It's getting uncomfortable. I want to take it off. Even though the procedure was, well, you could tell after the end of the procedure, the one side, the more comfortable side, the right side, wasn't as red around the edges as the left side. It was really red around the edges and whatnot. But eventually when I get home, I take them off, relieve that pressure, and it feels immediately a lot better, so, as it always does. Then, well, yeah, then I rehydrated, as I always do, and I went to sleep. Now, sleeping, of course, I lay down a clean towel, as I always do, and I slept on my back, and I was able to switch around my feet in different positions. I really didn't want to lay on my side, but eventually I did. The only really thing that was uncomfortable about was when your neck kind of lays on the pillow and you're on your side, and it bunches up the skin on the neck a bit, so the tattoo was a little bit bunched up. Not enough to not allow me to sleep, except for a little bit, but still during the night I kind of woke up at certain points of the night. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I guess something woke me up. Some kind of sensation in the body from laying on a tattoo a certain way, perhaps, woke me up, and well, I went back to bed. Eventually I got a good night's sleep, I did, and then I woke up, and as always, I go in the shower, clean the area all nice, and then the only really thing that is really difficult for this particular piece on my top of the shoulders is, well, during the shower, you know, I didn't want to have the water running directly on it. That would have been uncomfortable. So I had to just kind of get it wet with my hand and then lather it up and clean it with soap. And eventually I was able to do all that in the shower. And then the other real thing, well, I can't really like raise my arms above my head so much because I don't want to bunch up the skin. And of course, every time I move it, I get, you know, a little sensation of pain shooting through my body because of the fresh tattoo. And then I have long hair, yeah. Most of you know I have long hair. So it was very difficult to comb my hair after the shower, brush my hair after the shower. I eventually had to bring my hair in the front, comb it all, then shove it all to the back, trying not to let it touch the tattoo with the ointment on it, because, well, I put the ointment on before I brushed my hair. I should have put the ointment on after I brushed my hair, but, well, it is what it is. So my hair probably has a little bit of ointment in it, but that is what it is. It's not going to hurt it. And so, that's where we are now. So I'm very happy with these nice little pieces, as you can see. And my upper body is looking fantastic. I'm very happy with the procedure, very happy with the progression through my full body tattoo, and now I don't think we have anything more planned until next year. So it's going to be a few months before we see another Day After series, but I'll be planning, designing, and continuing this process, this journey for me. So, thank you all for watching. It's been Lucien Gray.